Brothers and friends, Paul Cameron here from Wheaton Lodge number 269 and successfulmasons.com. And I had an epiphany recently, a huge realization, if you will, which is that if you want to be successful, whatever that means to you, well, as a Freemason, you have opportunities available to you to develop the daily habits necessary that most people just don't have. Right? It's like you've got your own personal home gym to develop the strengths you need to be successful. And today I want to share with you the story of how all of this happened, which will also explain where I've been for the last 4 months. You may have noticed I've completely stopped putting out videos recently, even though I've got 8 more videos and blogs already ready to go. I had a major breakthrough at work, and that's had me working like 14 to 16-hour days, 7 days a week. It's been absolutely crazy, but we're finally getting everything back under control. And for this to make any sense, I need to explain to you what I do for a living and how all this happens, so you can see very specifically how Masonry strengthened many of the habits that made all this possible. So I hope you'll bear with me here for a few minutes while I explain what's been happening. So I am a recruiter, a headhunter, right? Which means I help companies find people to fill their jobs. And notice I didn't say I find jobs for people. That's not what recruiters do. Recruiters find people for jobs. The problem is that most people feel that it's the other way around, right? And that's how they judge our skills as recruiters, right? If we find them a job or not. And if you think about that, of the 100 people that I talk to about each job, that one person who gets it is going to think I'm a great recruiter. But the 99 others are going to think I'm terrible at my job, right? So early on in my career, I started to give free job search seminars and workshops and things at the local churches and job clubs so that I have something to offer all those people that I didn't place into my jobs, right? And I still do that today. And in 2014, I decided to put all of my seminars and workshops into one comprehensive job search training website, which I called speedupmyjobsearch.com. And I thought, hey, this is going to be great, right? This is going to be able to help a lot of people, even outside of the Chicago area. Now, for whatever reason, almost nobody signed up for this membership website that I put out there, right? And rather than just giving up on it, I decided that I just need to make this good thing better, right? So I restructured all my seminars and my workshops, and I started recording all of my live job club presentations, and I added them into the site each month as I did them and made it into like a step-by-step course of how to find a position. Didn't work, right? So then I decided to add a job board with over 1,800 jobs exclusively available to the members of my site. That'll get them in, right? No luck, right? So let's make this thing better. I added a private member forum where they could ask me questions directly and I could help them more directly. And still very minimal responses. And after more than 3 years of continuously working at this and trying to make it better, I had a total of around 125 members over all of that time, which is like 3 to 4 members a month. That's not good, right? But I know for a fact that these tactics work. I've seen them work over and over again. So to make this better, I decided to add resume writing services to the site. And I figured, after all, I'm a recruiter, right? I've literally seen hundreds of thousands of resumes in my career. I talk directly with the employers to find out what they like and what they don't like about resumes. That would be valuable information for job seekers, I would think. So I launched that. And again, nothing. Okay, same process here, right? So I'm asking myself, how do I make these resume writing services better? So I added an ATS compatibility test to the package so I can make sure that their resumes would get through the applicant tracking systems. Most resume writers don't even have that opportunity, but I'm a recruiter, so I have access to multiple ATS, so I can do that. Didn't help. I added recruiter compatibility testing, which, again, most recruiters or most resume writers don't even know that that's a thing, right? Didn't help. I added SEO optimization for resumes. I started including a 10-page resume report about their old resume so that they know why I'm making the changes that I'm making. I added LinkedIn profile reviews into the package for resume writing. I'm making custom background pictures for their LinkedIn profiles. I'm giving them access to my comprehensive resume and cover letter writing course so they can strategically write their own resumes in the future and cover letters, and how to write actionable thank you letters after interviews instead of just the typical, hey, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to speak with me yesterday, like everybody writes. No, actionable stuff that's going to get them to respond. I show them how to write handbills for job clubs, how to network at job clubs, and nothing is helping. I'm thinking to myself, come on, people, what do I have to do? Why wouldn't you want to know how to get a job? Well, then it happened. A new platform opened up for resume writers, which basically took a whole bunch of professional resume writers and give really all of them across the country the opportunity to join this platform, and directed an endless supply of paying customers to that room that this platform has all now thrown us into, and basically said to us, hey, whoever has the best offer gets the customers. So now I am up against all of these professional resume writers who offer resume writing services, and, well, that's the end of their list, right? So you want to know what I've been doing for the last 4 months? I've been writing resumes. I'm up to my ears in resumes. And I'll tell you, I do apologize to those who have been following our YouTube channel here and our blog for being gone so long. I mentioned in several of the previous videos we only had 5 subscribers to our private blog, which are paying that $5 a month for access to that, which is helping out Wheaton Lodge. And by the way, everyone at Wheaton Lodge sincerely appreciates your membership to those 5 guys, well, now 4 guys that are members of that, because we lost one, understandably, because I was gone for a while. But that doesn't change the fact that we're losing money on this thing month after month, just like my other site did before I developed the habit of relentlessly trying to make it better, which I'm going to be doing again with this site. So to the brothers who have already subscribed to the blog from Oklahoma and Canada and Virginia, and now the 3 brothers from Bensonville Lodge, number 1159 here in Bensonville. You are now half of the total number of subscribers to the site. Thank you, guys. Brothers, I am going to make this worth your while. This is a habit for me now, and you're going to see what I mean over the coming months. So another habit that I picked up during this process was daily planning. Right? I made it a habit to never start a day until it was finished on paper. Right? I think I first heard that through one of the many seminars from the late, great Jim Rohn. Right? And there's lots of reasons to plan, but one of the biggest is because of all the massive amounts of time it saves you, which is something I need right now, is more time. And you think about that, when you have a plan, you don't have to figure out what to do next. All those little moments throughout the day where you finish one project and then you got to figure out what else you have to do, and you're checking your email and you're looking through your desk, and even if those are just a couple of minutes here and there and it doesn't seem like that's a big deal, well, if you do that 15 to 20 times a day, that really adds up, right? I mean, if you could just save 12 minutes a day, you just take 12 minutes of unproductive time and turn that into productive time 5 days a week, well, that's an hour. Right? Times 4 to 5 weeks a month, that's 4 to 5 hours. Times 52 weeks a year, that's an extra 52-hour work week, productive work week that you add to your year without having to skip a vacation or work nights and weekends to get that extra time. You think you can get more done if you had an extra 50 hours that your competition doesn't have? You're darn right you do, and planning is just a habit that you can get into. Another habit that I found to be essential to success is in doing things with a sense of excellence and not cutting corners. Right? If you have a report that you need to finish and they want you to include some very specific language in that document, well, that doesn't take any kind of special talent to get that exactly right. That's just a choice, right? Just like if your company has a formal dress code, right? Suit and tie is required. You don't need a special gift to be able to put a suit on. Just put the suit on, right? And I'll tell you, you're not going to be doing this for them, right? You're doing this for you, to reiterate to yourself that you do things with a sense of excellence, even when you don't want to, because that's just who you are, right? Period. That's it, right? Even when you don't feel like it, even when you know that there won't be any consequences for showing up in jeans, or for using the specific language or not using the specific language in that document. Nobody's going to get mad at you about it. They're not going to get upset with you or like you any less. You're going to do it for you. You're going to do it anyway, because you know when it really counts and everyone else around you caves in, but you still act with excellence and integrity. Well, let's just say that's how lucky breaks happen, right? Because you've got that sense of excellence, just doing things the way they're supposed to be done, ingrained in you, right? And sure, you know what? Doing reasonably good work will get you by. But allowing yourself to do less than your best is also a choice, right? And think about this. The people all around you right now in your life have access to opportunities that you don't even know about, right? And they are evaluating you. They are evaluating if it would help or hurt their reputation to give you that opportunity. Your daily habits will influence their decision to open up doors that you don't even know are there right now. Your daily habits are not only who you are right now, but they're going to make up the legacy of how people remember you in the future. It's all in your habits. And you know another word for habits? Rituals. And brothers, I ask you, who on earth is better at performing consistent rituals than Masons, right? We've been opening and closing our lodges the exact same way for over 300 years, right? And think about the 3 habits I just went through here, right? When you agree to take an office at your lodge, you can choose to accept the responsibilities of that office and perform the job with a sense of excellence, or not, right? But if you make the choice to do the job with excellence, to know your lines, to fulfill your duties consistently, that will help you to develop the habit which you can then carry with you through all facets of your life, right? When you can show up to the lodge in a suit and tie, if that's what your lodge requires. Even if some guys in the room don't, but you do it anyway, that's going to help you. And I know some people are thinking to themselves, how is wearing a suit to lodge going to make me any better? I just can't do that. I hate those things. Well, let me ask you this. If I offered you $10,000 to wear a suit to your next meeting, you think you could do it? I bet you could. Right now, just to be clear, I'm not offering anybody $10,000 here to wear a suit to their next meeting, but if you can make it a habit of consistently doing everything you do with a sense of excellence, which includes following protocols that you may not agree with, purely out of the respect for doing what's been asked of you in every part of your life, pay close attention to what that does to your paycheck. You might get that 10 grand faster than you think. Right? And I talked about the habit of planning. Right? Can you imagine going to a lodge meeting without an agenda of any kind? Right? I mean, maybe you can. I know some lodges don't have an agenda for their meetings, but there are others that have written agendas sitting on the chairs of all of the officers before anyone ever walks into the lodge room. Right? And that's a choice. That's a habit that you can create for yourself, that you have the opportunity to develop because you're a Mason as you work through those leadership chairs. Right? And getting back to the beginning of this video, the habit that I created of constantly improving and making my website better, making myself better month after month after month, is there a more Masonic habit than that? I mean, that's our slogan, for Pete's sake, right? Making good men better. We are constantly focused on improving and building our strengths in ourselves to help us, so ultimately we can help so many others, right? All the charity work that Masons do, that's not a requirement in order to be a Mason. The reason that Masons help so many charities is because of the character of the men who are Masons, right? And that character can be developed and strengthened through your works at every stated meeting. Like I said, it's like having your own personal home gym filled with personal trainers who very sincerely want to help you get better. Right? And just like a gym, you can choose to not go, right? Or to show up in your street clothes and have some great conversations with everybody and never touch any of the equipment in the room. But that's not going to help you, right? I mean, yeah, you can do that and nobody's going to get mad at you. That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. But seriously, guys, if you're going to pay the membership fee, the annual dues to be a member, why not go use the equipment, right? That's what it's there for. Right? You're not going to get stronger just by walking in the room. You've got to pick up some of the weights that you see in that room and carry them around. Right? That's one of the reasons you joined, isn't it? I know it is for me. So listen, I hope this video was as eye-opening for you as these last few months have been for me. And I'll tell you, I've got lots more information to give you over the next coming months. You can count on that coming out. It might not be every week or as frequent in the short term as I want it to be, because I am still writing an amazing amount of resumes. If you know anybody looking for a resume writing position, by the way, have them reach out to me. I am looking at the moment. But if you learned anything about me over this video, the course of this video, it's that I'm constantly trying to improve, and I will do everything I can to make you glad that you subscribed to this channel and stuck with me over these last few months. And for my core 6 members who have joined the blog, good things are on the way, guys. You will see. I promise you I'm going to do everything I can to make that worth your while. And when you see what's coming, you'll see what I mean. So again, thank you to everyone for your patience. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.